Pan was a Siamese diplomat and minister who led the Second Siamese Embassy to France sent by King Narai in 1686. He was preceded to France by the First Siamese Embassy to France, which had been composed of 2 Siamese ambassadors and Father Bénigne Vachet, who had left Siam for France on January 5, 1684. He was a nephew of King Ekathotsarot and a great-grandfather of King Phutthayotfa Chulalok, the founder of the Chakri Dynasty. His brother, Lek, also held the post of foreign minister before him. Names Pan was his given name. In formal language, he is usually called by his noble title Chakri Dynasty, the title for the Minister of Foreign Affairs. He is also referred to by his former title Okphra Wisut Sun Thon, the title for a first-class diplomat. In informal language, Pan is usually called Kosa Pan. Due to his successful diplomatic efforts, he also gained the nickname Honey-tongued diplomat. In Thai language, Lin Thong means good at speaking and negotiating. Embassy to France. Pan set out for France in 1686, accompanying the return of the 1685 French embassy to Siam of Chevalier de Chaumont and François Timolay under Choisy on 2 French ships. The embassy was bringing a proposal for an eternal alliance between France and Siam. It stayed in France from June 1686 to March 1687. Pan was accompanied by 2 other Siamese ambassadors, Ok Luang Kanlaya Ratchamaitri and Ok Kunsiswan Watcher, and by the Jesuit Father Guy Tatchard. Pan's embassy was met with a rapturous reception and caused a sensation in the courts and society of Europe. The mission landed at Brest, France and journeyed to Versailles, constantly surrounded by crowds of curious onlookers. 1688 Siamese Revolution. Upon his return to Siam, Pan became one of the strongest supporters of Patrachai, the ruler who eliminated Narai and ousted the French, and became Patracha's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade. Pan was met in Siam in 1690 by the German naturalist Engelbert Kempfer, who described pictures of the royal family of France and European maps hanging in the hall of his house. He is a more comely person, and of better aspect, than I ever met amongst this black race of mankind. He is also quick of understanding and lively action, for which reasons he was a few years ago sent ambassador to France, of which country, its government, fortresses and the like. He would often entertain us in his discourses, and the hall of his house, where we had a private audience of him, was hung with the pictures of the royal family of France, and European maps, the rest of his furniture being nothing but dust and cobwebs. In 1699, Pan and Patracha received a visit from the Jesuit Father Guy Tatchard, but the meeting remained purely formal and led to nothing. Death. In 1700 Pan was disgraced, had his nose cut off by King Patracha, and apparently committed suicide. Nevertheless, he is claimed to be the direct ancestor of King Rama I, founder of the present ruling dynasty of Thailand.